Yo, what's good, guys? It is your boy Luna the Programmer, and we are back after like 2.5 weeks of dead channel. We are back, and I am very much behind on a lot of things. I didn't make a video on the Kid Buu. I didn't make a video on the new Goku. I didn't make a video on how LR Super 17 actually is decent now. So we're back with a video on these Dragon Ball Fusions awakenings that have finally dropped. We have a lot to cover among us. Besides the Dragon Ball Fusion stuff, but I don't think that'll be in this video because there's a couple of Majin Buu Saga related stuff that you might have already seen. So of course we've got the God, top 1 unit in the game, of course, CHIAOMAN. Remember Truth did a level 10 Link showcase with him earlier, so now that CHIAOMAN is unironically good, I am excited to see what the deal is going to be here. We've got Kuliza Dokkan Awakening, could be nice. We've got the Selza Dokkan Awakening. We've got the Janemba and the Weirus. So we've got the details for these guys here. So let's start, of course, with the God CHIAOMAN, and I'll read it aloud because this can be a little small. So his leader, as with the rest of these, are their respective type and 100% to stats with 3 key. So CHIAOMAN has to be physical. So his SA effect, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to all enemies while sacrificing 10% HP. So secretly he might be a good World Tournament unit. Who knows? Now his passive is where things get a little nutty. So he has 100% attack and 200% defense, and that's inherently, right? So that's all the time. But then he gets an additional 100% attack when launching a super, meaning support will affect him a lot more. He'll have a greater effect there. But then he has a medium chance for attacks to become critical. And on top of that, he gets an additional 10 key for some reason, and then 300% attack when HP is 50% or lower once only. And that has resulted in things like 9-10 million attack stats. Because again, he's 100 turn start, 100 when launching a super, 300 when below the threshold, plus he's raising his attack for a turn. And again, on top of that, his HP sacrifice now actually has a use because it gets closer to his 300%, which will probably kill the enemy. So let's take a look at the Selza now. Selza, again, leader is the same thing. He raises attack for a turn. He causes supreme damage. And now he greatly lowers the enemy defense, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping he would lower attack and defense, because obviously lowering attack is almost always more useful than lowering defense. You know the drill by now. The only reason you would want to lower defense is to trigger a part of his passive, but or another unit's passive, but that's not the case here. So let's see what he got. So he has 120% attack and defense, and 10% HP recovery at turn start, which is pretty nice. And then an additional 100% attack and defense if launching a super while your HP is 50% or higher. So again, the HP things come into play, work with this kit. So while CHIAOMAN is sacrificing HP, which you might actually want to get to his massive boost, Selza is recovering HP, which you'll want in order to get his additional attack and defense when launching a super. Good stuff. This is what we call good unit design. Okay, Kuliza now. Leader skills, same thing. Now, he greatly raises attack, and he raises defense. So this is the first infinite stacker that we have on the list. And he causes supreme damage to the enemy and no additional effects. So 120% attack and defense when launching a super. Again, this would mean that support, if I remember correctly, would affect him greater than if he had just got that at turn start. Then he has a high chance to launch an additional super attack, which is great. Then critical chance plus 10% per attack performed, which caps at 30. And then a flat 30% buff to all fusion categories or extreme class Wicked Bloodline characters. Now that is an interesting distinction, as I don't think there is a single Wicked Bloodline character that isn't extreme class. But okay. You know, that's fine. Janemba, leader type, is the same. He infinitely stacks defense, and he causes supreme damage and greatly lowers the enemy's defense. So he gets 120% attack at turn start, and defense as well. And then he gains an additional 60% per extreme class ally attacking in the same turn, which unfortunately excludes himself. Then he has a medium chance to evade. He guards all attacks on that turn that he evades, and then recovers 13% HP after receiving an attack at the end of the turn. And then, oh, here it is. He 33% attack, minus 33% attack to the attacked enemy. So he doesn't debuff on super, he debuffs on attack. Right, so on that rare occasion you happen to not get a super, don't worry, the debuff will still apply. Weirus, which is probably the one that I'm most excited for, because he has the potential to be like the best, being a Realm of Gods unit, and of course a Weirus unit. You know, my boy Beerus, physical Beerus, of course, would love to have a partner, especially a partner of the same typing. Now that would be excellent. Leader skill is the same as DL as before. Now he raises attack and defense for a turn, causes supreme damage, and greatly lowers the enemy's defense. So nothing too impressive on there. So now he changes tech and int key spheres to physical key spheres. He has attack and defense plus 150% at turn start. Then 30% to all fusion or Realm of God category characters if you obtain 3 or more key spheres. A high chance to evade if you get 5 key spheres. And then you get an additional 70% attack when attacking if you gain 7 or more key spheres. So, 150 at turn start, then he gets a bit of support with 3, evade on 5, and 70% on 7. Not too shabby here. I actually do like that. We've also got Mighty Mass stuff and the Majin Buu Saga stuff that I will cover probably in my next video, because one thing that I want to take a look at as usual is links, categories, partners, the whole shebang. Unfortunately, because I do not have access to a private server anymore, can't exactly showcase, but we make do. So I'll just cut to when I have the thingy up. Alright, we are back, and I actually forgot that this hit existed here along with the TN. But anyway, we are here to look at the fusion. So let's go. Do I have to spell CHIAOMAN? Okay. Now again, because this website unfortunately only covers the global database. We only have pre-Dokkan information. So he had 5 links previously, right? And you can actually take a look at what he's got going on here as he was before. So remember, Chaozu now calls it, or CHIAOMAN, excuse me, now calls it supreme damage to all enemies. Remember, mass damage is the equivalent to extreme, is an extreme multiplier. He calls it supreme damage, and his HP restriction, or his HP sacrifice, is cut in half, so from 20% to 10%. And instead of being garbage, he's actually decent before you hit 50% below. There was his links before: courage, telekinesis, telepathy, infighter, fuse fighter. I think he'll get shattering the limit. I think so. But even so, that's not going to change too much. And what I mean by that is it's clear that they made him good enough to the point where he's not going to necessarily need partners, because again, even if you add those 2 more links, he's still got things like telepathy, telekinesis, infighter, and courage. So that's 4 out of his potentially 7 links already relegated to garbage. And with 3 categories, it's not looking too good for the homie CHIAOMAN. But of course, he's still a god, so who cares, right? SSR Chaozu, right? Best bet, I'm thinking, is actually this Pandal. Because she actually supports after she awakens. The TUR for the LR here, which is quite interesting. I believe this is an LR, right? Yeah, because they only have 6 links, so they don't awaken into the LR. Other oddities that I notice here. Super Vegito actually shares 2 links and a category there. So that's interesting, because for some reason they decided to give Vegito Infighter. I hate that, like, the rest of his link set is so good. Why would you give him Infighter? Yeah, so it's slim pickings. The TN, possible, right? 2 links, but 1 category. Who else do we have on the chopping block? We have Cooliza, I believe, right? Okay. So Cooliza will be in a significantly better spot because he is a Wicked Bloodline unit, meaning all these freezes, all these coolers, will serve as potential partners here. So Cooliza is in an infinitely better spot on top of being extreme strength, meaning he can work. He'll be excellent on a mono team with the Prime Battle Frieza. He'll be excellent with the cooler here. As you can see, he might even be decent with these guys. This guy, if he were to get an easy A, could be quite nasty because he still hits decently hard for his age. It's just his defense is extremely lacking, but I suppose that's the design of the unit. He's supposed to hit very hard, and not do much else. Right? Again, transform cooler. Obviously, he doesn't change things. Fizz cooler. If this cooler gets an easy A, could be nice. The easy A transforming Frieza up there. Right? You even have the baby Janemba that recently got an easy A there. You've got the ever important Wicked Bloodline support Frieza that's sitting up here. Right? And then maybe full power Frieza down here, but like once you start getting down here, it starts getting a little strange. Maybe Garlic Jr. though. Okay, Garlic Jr., he might only share 2 links, but again, he's supporting quite a bit. So 3 key and 40% attack and defense, So that could be a thing. So Cooliza is sitting infinitely better than CHIAOMAN so far. Okay. Who else do we have? No, actually, I forgot the unit. Hold on. I have to pull up the unit again because I forgot. Okay. So we have CHIAOMAN. We have Selza. Okay, Selza was next. Okay, I was just making sure. So Selza is in a similar boat. Not quite the best. Because unfortunately he is not on Wicked Bloodline. Unlike Cooliza. However, hope is not lost. He's on Fusion, Transformation Boost, and Crossover. Interestingly enough, he shares 4 links with this guy here. But, the third form Frieza unfortunately does not support there, which is a shame. Janemba, I guess, even though these Janembas are not too good. Again, not too great. This guy's probably your best bet. But again, that would only work on an extreme int team because they share 4 links and he is supporting. But it's like, not too great. And this is not even a bad link set per se. Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Prodigy's Infused Fighter. It does put it as an oddity for a bit, but let's take a look at the 3 links. Okay, so you've got Frieza here, which is good. You've got this Frieza again. You've got this Frieza, right? You've got this Frieza, a lovely unit. You've got this Frieza, who's good. These guys, they just easy aids. I think, does he support, or is it the other one? I think it's the other one that supports. So, okay. Maybe if you want to do some shenanigans again on Extreme Int, you could do that. But the thing about these Frieza units is that they're on, 1 category. He's on Transformation Boost. Yeah, that's not going to be too often, but if you want to do it, it is possible, right? No one else is really jumping out at me here, because you're not really going to run any of these Cell units. You're not going to run these Moss units. The Transforming Frieza unit is not lost on me, but you're going to have to wait a few turns for that to pick up. So yeah. Oh! And Janemba, who coincidentally is also getting an easy A. So that might be the secret partnership right there. So let's actually take a look at Janemba really quickly. Oh, that's not how... Janemba. Wait, hold on. Janemba. There you go. Not baby Janemba. Janemba here. Now again, this isn't super accurate because obviously all their links are not here. But again, we're looking kind of decent. Because he's a Boo unit, he will be linking with these Boo units. So you've got him, who's pretty decent. You've got this guy who is decent. Kid Boo is a sleeper. Kid Boo is a sleeper. Kid Boo is a sleeper. That new Kid Boo, though, Nutty, might be a good partner. 3 or 4 links, maybe. He's not too great. This guy's pretty amazing, actually. absolute wall for those first 7 turns. Nappa is a bit of an oddity. You're going to want to run these Boo units, if anything. If he gets an Easy A soon, and he might very well might the next time we have something Majin Buu Saga related. He might. Even though I know we just got something Majin Buu Saga related with the Kid Buu and Goku, but, you know, he might be. This guy, I guess, but he really wants to be next to the Fizz units, like, you know, this guy. This guy is okay. Like I said, this guy's phenomenal wall. This guy is good, but you have to wait 7 turns. You know, and then 2 links. Like, are you going to be linking him up with Buhan? Probably not. You know. So, what you're definitely going to want to do is, again, put him with the Cooliza. Right? You're definitely going to want to do that. Okay, so we've covered CHIAOMAN. We've covered Cooliza. We've covered Selza. I don't know why I said Cooliza when I was pointing to the Selza down here. We've covered Selza. Cooliza. Okay, now we've just got Weirus. So now Weirus, again, was the one that I was looking forward to the most because I actually liked him. I liked his potential. Because, again, those Realm of God units, okay? You can see what his passive and such was before. So, again, he's linking with all these Beerus units. Most of which are not going to be used. LR Beerus and Whis still, actually, can hit pretty okay offense numbers. The problem is they don't have a partner, right? And they have 1 key link. So getting that 18 key could be a slight problem, you know? You've got this guy who will support, okay? I think he'll support. Is he on? No, he's not on the category. Okay, never mind, because he's on, I believe this guy supports Worthy Rivals, but Weirus is not on there. Okay, that's unfortunate, but again, I mentioned Champa is whatever, but Beerus here with 4 links, only 1 category, but he does share a Super Fizz typing, so that's not too bad. The Whis units here, for some reason he shares less links with the main Whis than this Whis. Is it because... What is he? Shocking Speed, Connoisseur, Godly Power. Because this Whis has Brainiacs instead of something else. Okay, yeah. These Whis are garbage. This Whis is the only notable one. An odd choice here, these Dragon Ball Fusions units. Not Disco Tanks, but these 2 here, these Go Tanks. Is, yeah. That'll be a bit of an odd choice, but again, they will share more than 1 category. So, you know, that's not too bad. Ella Piccolo needs an Easy A. Once you start getting down here, we start getting into desperate territory, so you're probably not going to be doing that. Okay, so again, the main people are up here. Again, the Beerus units, the Whis unit maybe, Vados even, you know, because Vados will be supporting as well. So yeah, it is looking not too shabby for the homie there. Okay, so that's going to do it for us this time. See, this is why I didn't put the Majin Buu Saga Easy A's in there, because then this video would have been like 30 minutes long, and there's no reason for that. So, that's going to do it for us. So, if you liked the video, please be sure to leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy the video or didn't learn anything. My name is Luna, also known as Luna the Programmer, and I will catch you guys in that next one. Peace.